Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So, I know you've done this before, but it's been quite a while. I want to just remind you this is not an exact science. Sometimes you're going to have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He's not going to give me all the details, but he should give me just enough so you understand what he's talking about. They never waste a message. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. And I just keep hearing him say, yes, 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 yes. He's talking about the question that you asked. Hang on, Betty. So anyway, just wanted to remind you that. Thank you for being patient. Thank goodness you reminded me because that's been a long time ago. I had no clue that I still owed you one. So I'm glad you picked up on it. Um, it always happens for a reason. Even when I get a list of people, I have quite a list always. You know, people waiting for readings. Sometimes I'll skip over somebody because I feel pulled that this one needs it really strong next. But a lot of times, um, I'll look at somebody's name and I'll go, no, I need to wait. I need to wait. No, I shouldn't do that one today. Even though they might be next in line, I shouldn't do that one today. For some reason, I just need to wait. And I'll end up finding out, I end up doing the reading on their loved one's birthday or, you know, or their birthday or, something like that. So there's a reason why you waited, why we waited. So anyway, he's going, yes, 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 yes. He's, he's a little bit of a character, isn't he? I didn't look at his picture that close. Oh, crap, I got it down there twice. Hang on. He looks a little serious in the picture, but he's kind of wiggling his butt like doing a little dance, like we kind of wiggling his butt. I don't know if he danced that way or if sometimes he came into the room that way. He didn't ever do a naked dance that way, did he? And that's where he's going with it now. I know he's your brother, but he's being a character. Maybe he'd like to have a little drink and do a little dance. He's not shy. Anyway, you ask about if you're doing the right thing now legally. And he's going, yes, 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 yes. So I don't think he's going to, he may not elaborate on that. I think all those yeses is a pretty darn good answer. Well, he says you're special. You're special K. You don't have a K. Oh, well, I guess your last name starts with a K. He's calling you Special K like the cereal. Maybe you like to eat that? Or I don't know, maybe he's talking about the initial of your last name. He says you're confused about something right now. You're questioning something. And it may be that you're questioning something. Like really, really pondering. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Because if I do this, I'm going to piss, I don't know if it's somebody or several somebodies off. I don't want to alienate them. He says that's what you're thinking. But I feel like it's the right thing to do. He's talking about you saying this. So I'm leaning very strong to back to your question. He says it's got to be done. Bite the bullet. It will end up okay in the long run. Go get you a cup of tea. and sit down and relax and breathe. Now I'm feeling like I need to take a deep breath in. Just and if you if you get in that really tight spot, and I forget to do it, even though I used to even have a sticky note on my computer that would say breathe. You don't have to meditate, but meditation type breathing, where you breathe in through the nose, and some people hold it for a few seconds. You breathe in real slow through the nose, and then you hold it, and then breathe out through the mouth, and do that at least 3 times really slow. It, I don't know if it's, we do shallow breathing. Our automatic breathing is shallow, and we don't get enough oxygen in our bodies actually when we do that. So helping it by breathing in a lot, breathing it in really deep, gives us a lot more oxygen to all those poor little cells that are starving in there, and it calms. I don't know how it works. I need to do it. I need to practice what I preach. It really does help. Just calm you down for a minute. A lot of times it'll take that knot out of the stomach. So he says, I love you. He's being very serious now. I love you. You've heard him walk. You've heard footsteps in your house. Do you have some? Do you have a second floor? He he may just be showing because somebody just told me this happened the other day right after somebody passed, like 30 seconds later, and he passed in the home from cancer. That they heard footsteps walking up the steps to go upstairs. So he might be just showing me that because of that, because I just heard that, or you've actually heard footsteps on your stairs. But anyway, footsteps. So that's a sign from him. If they scare you, tell him that. Tell him to stop. Tell him to come up with something else. But whenever you get a sign from him, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. If he brings you scary ones, tell him not to do that. They usually comply, unless they're an ornery fart. And I've ran into some of those. They like messing with their sister or something. I'm feeling this really strong urge to play with my foot. I don't know, was he always picking at his feet, or was there something wrong with his feet, or had something wrong with his foot, had psoriasis, had something. Now I'm playing with my toes and I don't know why. Usually anything I do during a reading has something to do with them. Or maybe you do it. He says, I can't imagine my life without you. I can't imagine what it would have been like. You were my strength, my rock, my soul, my other half. So you guys could have been soulmates. And there's a difference. There's like twin flame, which I've been putting on my page a lot lately. And there's soulmates. Soulmates can be sisters. Soulmates can be best friends. We have more than one soulmate in a lifetime, but they're actually like from our soul tribe, and we kind of travel from lifetime to lifetime together as long as we stay in the same vibration. If one stays in a lower vibration and the other one ends up growing and growing their soul and getting higher, then I don't know. I think they move on to another group or something. I think that's what I did this lifetime. I came here with no soul group. Couldn't find them till 10 years ago. Anyway, for some reason he wanted me to explain that to you. So brothers and sisters can be soulmates. It's not a husband-wife relationship. It can be. So he felt like you had a special connection. Don't ever doubt your beauty. Hang on. He's he's saying he's laughing. It's more fun. Us thick people have more fun. Now, I have no idea what size you are. I don't look at anybody's Facebook page ahead of time because it messes with my what little logical mind I have. He says us thick people have more fun. He says, fuck those little skinny people that can't eat. Oh, okay. Now he's talking about, now, of course, looking at his picture, he's, okay. He's talking about some ethnic food. I don't know what kind of, oh, good grief, I'll say the wrong word. I can't, I don't know what's politically correct anymore, what nationality you are, but some special dish. See if he's going to show it to me. He's showing me the stove. I don't know if he's just showing me cooking because he's going to talk about food. There's a big pot on the stove. There's like a skillet. So I'm guessing he's cooking. He's showing me how to cook this thing. Some special ethnic dish. I don't know if he cooked it for you or you cooked it for him that he absolutely loved. Maybe he only did it on special occasions. But when you smell that, you won't be cooking it. You'll just smell it. You can be in Walmart, you can be outside, you can be in your car, you get a whiff of that, whatever that dish is, it's going to have a unique smell. Is it Greek food? I just heard Greek, but I don't hold me 100% to that. Anyway, that's him giving you a sign that he's around. There for a while, for 2 weeks, I smelled chocolate chip cookies every morning as soon as I opened my eyes. I never connected it with who it was from. So they moved on, I guess. But anyway, ask him to bring you more signs if you want more signs. That's totally up to you. Did somebody just have a car wreck? Could be just a fender bender. Somebody close to you have some kind of a car wreck. I think he's trying to validate something. Kids. He's talking about kids, but he's talking about older kids, like grown kids. He's not showing them to me though. He's not. He just says. So does he have older kids that are still here, grown up kids? Being a little wishy-washy about that one. I hate when they won't give me details. He says you're kind of special to the whole family. That you're like the strong one of the family. He says some of them fear you, but most of them look up to you with reverence. They admire your strength and tenacity. I don't even know what tenacity is. I never use that word because I don't know what it means. Probably should have Googled it first. I'm still feeling like I need to play with my foot. Maybe I need to go get a pedicure. Okay, he's showing me a pine tree, a little fir tree. He made it look little, now it looks bigger. I don't know if this is, what the significance of this little bush tree, whatever, is. It's not like a Christmas tree. It's like a pretty full pine tree. There's something about this tree. Something about... First I thought, I don't know, he's flipping it around. It's his show. First it looked like it was maybe right when you go out of the door of the house. And now it looks like it's further out in the yard. He's not explaining. I can't make him. And I don't try to make them. It's up to them. I just ask them questions and let them run. He's going back to how beautiful you are. He wishes he had told you more about how beautiful you are. He felt like he was a little too gruff in his life, a little too serious. He says wishing that he had held his ground more. And yet he was talking about being gruff and serious, and yet and then he turns around and says he didn't think he held his ground enough. But that was with somebody, not you. Somebody else. Okay, well, I've got all kinds of notes scribbled around here in front of me. My desk is always a mess. Excuse me. He pulled my eyes down to where I wrote high vibrations. So he's wanting you to lift yourself up a little higher, not to let, I think he's going back to your question, not to let stuff weigh so heavy on your mind. It's bringing you down, worrying you. He says, ask for help. Ask for help. And he's talking about, you have a team up there, whether you know it or not. He can help you. I promise you 1,000%. They can hear you, they can see you. They cannot override your free will choice. So if you decide to shave your head off, I don't know, I can't think of anything, they can't stop you. That's your free will choice. But you can, and I'm doing dumb shit all the time. My guys are going, Rhonda, we brought you good shit. Why are you saying no? Because my free will choice, they can't stop me. But they can help me. So anyway, that's kind of babbling out the wrong way. He wants you to know that you can ask him for help. You can ask them for help. You don't even have to know who them are. You have a team up there, guides and angels and loved ones. And I used to get up every morning and I have a whole list of my team. It goes from Jesus on down to my departed loved one. So now I just call on my team, my squirrels. They chatter to me, chatter in my head. Call on them. You don't have to know exactly which one. Just say, I need help with this, and the appropriate one will step forward and all of a sudden open a door for you. Somebody will call you. Let's just say it's about a job, and I'm not leaning that way. I'm not getting that hint. Let's just say it's about a job. You want a different job. Ask them for help. Somebody will step into your path and go, hey, somebody's needing help over here. Are you interested? Or, something like that. It truly works that way. So what would he been good at? God dang it, I got something in my eye, sorry. What would he have been good at helping you with down here? I always say if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, you don't ask Uncle Joe for help because he didn't understand how it worked down here. And he's still not going to be all knowing when he gets there about that subject, how it works down here. So what would your brother have been good at helping you with? Would he have been good at supporting you through this thing, or just listening to you, or telling you this is the way you need to do it? Or what would he have been good at? Asking for help with that. Something he understands how it worked down here. And then you have to sit back and allow it, whatever comes towards you. You still have the free will choice if it comes to you to say no. Let's just go back to the job. I don't know why he's wanting me to explain all this. You could say, I want a job being a veterinarian. And then somebody calls, says, hey, we got an opening in the vet's office. And then you can still say no. It's your free will choice. Or you can take that step towards it because they're bringing it to you. They're offering it to you as a gift. It truly works that way. So he's wanting to help you with something, but I'm not sure what. He's got me looking at the calendar on the 30th of this month, which is a Friday. So April 30th, don't know why. Is it somebody's birthday, or you have plans that day, or something? It's not a warning or anything. There's not going to be some big bad thing happen. It's nothing like that. He wants to help you make cookies. Did you used to make cookies for him, or was there a certain kind of cookie that you made that he liked, or you would make and take to him? Cookies. Something about cookies. So no, whatever that cookie is, if you smell it like a fresh baked one coming out of the oven and you're not cooking it, again, they love the smells, the electronics, the things like feathers, the light things, because it's easy for them to manipulate because we don't have fingers anymore. We don't need this old heavy body. Trying to get. He says, Grandma's there, and she's a fireball. So whichever one of your grandmas was a real fireball, and I always say it's grandma type figure. Hey, my dog, grandson's dog, sorry. I always say grandma type figure because the little lady next door can feel more like a grandma to you than your real blood grandmother clear across the country that you talk to once a year. So just take that into consideration. I know that sounds a little wishy-washy, but that's the way it works. But whoever this grandma type figure is, she's a fireball. She's talking and I can't understand what she's saying, so she's talking in another language. And even if they talk in another language, they can talk to me. And I'll understand them. But she's making a point of saying that she talked in another language. I almost feel like she's in another country. Or was. Let the dog in. So know that he will be beside you anytime you call him. You're not bothering him. We don't hold them down here by talking to them. They can go anywhere they want to. We can't tie a rope on them. So I know some people think that we're hindering them. We are not. He wants to bring you some strength and some peace, some calm. He says there are calmer waters ahead, and he's showing me a beach, but I'm looking at it kind of far away. Like I'm not on the beach, but I can see the beach, and I see one lawn chair, a little umbrella, Nothing else but white sand and water. I'm waiting for the other chair. Usually there's 2 chairs. So maybe he's there. Maybe that's just him by himself. If you want to feel closer to him, imagine there being 2 lawn chairs on this beach. Looks like an ocean because there's a lot of water. It's not like a creek. Imagine 2 chairs. This is how Bob and I talk. Only we do the crick and fishing because that was his thing. 2 lawn chairs. I go sit in one. I visualize it. He sits in the other. And we talk. So even if you just do that and you don't hear him and he doesn't say anything, know that he will be there to support you and bring you peace and strength. He says that's what brothers do. And with that, he's walking out to his chair. Right now, there's only 1 chair there. He says Grandma's around here somewhere. I think he's escaping. He's going to have some alone time. He's very peaceful, very happy, very calm, very serene. And he's going to be very relaxed once he gets in that chair and kicks back. He's got him a drink with a little umbrella in it. Okay, that's where he wants to leave it. He'll be waiting for you to bring your chair and set it there. Try it. It may take 5 or 10 times. Try it. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for bringing this back up. I would have never caught it, that you had paid for another one, but it came in the time that you needed it to come. That's the way this honestly works. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.